Welcome to my channel where we empower men to live their best possible lives. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. But now, let's get to work. In this video, I will be talking about jealousy inspired hate. So, hatred, there are mainly two forms of hatred, and we will be talking about the second one. But just very briefly, here's the first one, which is a genuine hatred for somebody who has caused you harm or has meant to cause you harm. In that case, if you hate this person, that to some degree is justifiable. But I'm not going to be talking about that. I want to talk more about the second form of hate because I feel this is the most common form of hate in the world today, and this is something we must talk about. This is jealousy inspired hate. So, now what does this mean? So, this is what I mean when I say jealousy inspired hate. This person hates this person because this person is a reflection of what this person could have been if they had worked hard enough. Example, a fat person, somebody who is completely obese and out of shape, right? He most likely is gonna hate somebody who is actually fit. How will he hate? He can obviously not comment on this person's physique because clearly he has a better physique and even he knows this. So he will instead come after him in other ways. Example, you must have seen this or heard of this before, right? If a man is good with women, your or most people's natural tendency is to assume that this person must be an asshole. Now, why is that? Why don't we assume that this person is actually good with women and he's also a nice person? He's not bad towards them. We assume this because of our innate jealousy. We assume this because of that. Here's another example. If, and this I've seen personally actually, if you go to clubs and bars and interact with a bunch of different women there, you will naturally see that the older aged women are jealous of the younger ones and they use derogatory terms like she must be a slut, she drinks a lot, she has such poor habits and all that. So this all comes down to one simple thing. Human beings, normal human beings, cannot see somebody do better than them. They wish they were this person, but because they are not, and because they see very clearly that this person is better than them in this area of competence, the only way they can come after this person is by virtue signaling, is through being virtuous. So I will tell you a personal example as well, which happened to me at my workplace, right? So you see me, I'm pretty fit. I work out 5 times a week, right? I had a poster in my office space very clearly stating that being a man, as a man, being fat is unacceptable, being broke is unacceptable, and being unfit is unacceptable. So you must work and train hard. Something along those lines. I had mentioned that as in a poster format with my photo on it as a way to inspire and motivate me when I come into work every day, right? One day I come into work and I see that poster has been ripped apart. Then my manager tells me that some other manager has asked him that this is not acceptable, this is not professional, and hence he has taken it down. And that manager did not even have the balls to tell who he is. It's all anonymous. But I know the people in my company, so I know exactly who he is. And I got to know that this manager in my company had an issue with the words fat. And guess what? Yes, this manager is still to this day completely out of shape, super fat. He walks around and looks like a walking potato. Now he knows that he cannot compete against me in any other metric apart from character assassination, apart from virtue signaling. He knows I'm more fitter than him, and if we get into a fight, I'm gonna knock his teeth out. I'm gonna knock his fucking teeth out if that manager and I were to get into a fight. Yes. But so he can only come after me by assaulting my character, by virtue signaling. He knows I'm here and he's here, so the only way he can level the playing field is by dragging me down to his level. And he does that through virtue signaling. So this is an example which happened to me in my office. And this is what most people do. You must realize, if you also feel some form of contempt towards somebody else who might be better than you in some area, you just need to analyze, why do you feel that emotion? If you had the opportunity to be at that competence level, would you not be at that level? Would you not prefer to be at that level as opposed to trying to take him down on some other competence level, right? You would rather be at his level and be at the same level at a high level, not at a low level, right? So this is what I mean when I say that people hate others because they see that this person is a reflection of who they could have been through hard work. This also applies to relationships and breakups. Example, so if you're a man and if you had a breakup in your past, whatever, then you probably feel the woman was at fault, that she broke your heart and it's all bad and all, right? But this is also, and now you hate her for this. But this is also an example of you hating, your hate being jealousy inspired. Now, how is this jealousy inspired? It's based on market value, your sexual market value as a man, as a woman. Now we know that the world is pretty unfair towards men in that market. Yes, it is an unfortunate fact, but we just have to live with it, right? So that your ex, whichever girl broke your heart, now you know for a fact, and she knows this for a fact. Women are really good at knowing their sexual market value. She knows, she talks to any guy, asks a guy out. I know it rarely happens, but if she were to ask a guy out, she would probably get a yes. She would never get a no, right? Now, can you say the same thing for you? If you walk into a club, talk to a bunch of women, if you have the balls to do that, if you talk to a bunch of women, and then can you truly say that most of them will say yes to you? No, right? So your sexual market value is here and hers is right here. This is the difference. And you know this. Hence you hate her based on jealousy, right? So your hatred towards her for leaving you is because you don't think that you can find somebody of her status as soon as possible. And I promise you, if you have plenty of options, if you can reach that level where your sexual market value as a man is insanely high, then you have no reason to be upset post a breakup. No woman can break your heart because now women want to be with you. Your value is higher than hers. And once you can get to that level, that's when you will truly see that your hatred was not based on, oh, I love her so much, she should not have done this, we were in love, I had such a big future plan. All the nonsense things on the emotional realm, which usually women talk about, man should not talk about these things. All those things are not true at all. It is all based on your sexual market value. So, to conclude, I will simply say, most of the hate in this world is inspired by jealousy. Your solution towards that is simply to work yourself and molding yourself into being the man or the woman who is watching this, into that level, into that person that can be at that level of competence where you no longer have that jealousy based hatred. Now, if you're a man watching this, I know the journey can be tough. There's so many things you have to do to get in shape, get your finances right, develop the social skills it takes to attract any woman you want. So if you want, I can help you with that personally along your journey. And if you're interested in that, just join this using this link right here.